Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Once again, my name is Brandon. I'm an acting coach, but today I am checking out Doctor Who Series 1, Episode 11. This one's called Boomtown. In case you don't know, I make reaction content here on YouTube, and for Patreon, I make reaction content to music performances, live and recorded, as well as TV series and films. You guys seem to really enjoy my horror reactions because I suck at making them. Doctor Who is something I've added to my sort of roster recently, and I am seeing a ton of support for this series on the YouTube channel as well as on the Patreon here with you guys. I want to take a moment and really tell you how much I appreciate that. I know this is several episodes in, but it really does mean a lot to me. It's growing really fast. This is the biggest sort of influx of new patrons that I've had in a really long time. I really want to do right by you guys. So I want to do some kind of special Q&A, some kind of special exclusive content just for you guys here on Patreon. Maybe I could react to some featurettes. Maybe we could do like a Q&A. You guys could submit some questions on a special channel in the Discord that I plan on creating. I won't look at it until I get through Series 1, and then just to avoid spoilers. So you guys, anything in Series 1 would be fair game, and you can ask me anything that you'd like to ask me. Also, be a good place for you to make requests, like I said, for any kind of featurettes or interviews and things like that you want me to check out. That stuff will be exclusively here on Patreon just for you guys, for showing so much support and being such a huge boost for my channel recently. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about having all of you here. So and if you have any other ideas of how I could offer a little extra value to you guys who've decided to follow me here on Patreon, do let me know, because I really want to make this an experience that you guys can enjoy, that you find worth your investment, worth your support, because your support really does mean a lot to me, and I want to make sure that I show that to you in any way that I can. So let me know in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Check out the description for all my social media links, including a link to the Patreon where you can get reactions to this series, as well as several other TV shows, films, music reactions, different things that you won't find on YouTube in their full uncut glory. For this show, you can check it out with the video and audio included. Some shows, some TV things I may not be able to. In that case, you will need to have your own copy or access to your own copy, and you can just pull it up in an adjacent window to mine. I'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown. We press play at the same time, and it'd just be like we're just hanging out watching it together over the internet. All that being said, I'm excited to jump into this one. Again, this is episode 11. This is called Boomtown. I have no idea what to expect. I'm getting a ton of really interesting comments from you guys over on YouTube. Please do understand, if you're here on Patreon, please understand that I have pre-recorded up to this point, episode 10. So any comments that I've read in the past few days, any comments that I will read going forward, I can't, comment on them or adjust my content up to this point because I've already recorded it. So if you have corrected me on some information that maybe I got wrong, or you've made a request or a suggestion about different ways that I could handle the recording, if I haven't done it, or if I don't do it for episodes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on YouTube, please understand that's because I've already recorded them, but I am doing my best to give you guys the best experience possible moving forward. I appreciate all of the input. I really do. Mostly you guys have just been really supportive, really kind, and really, really informative. I've been learning a lot about Billie Piper and sort of her path to finding herself on Doctor Who. I'm learning a little bit more about Christopher Eccleston and some of the different elements that went into getting them in this position on the show. So I really appreciate all your input. As for the show itself, I'm excited to see what happens next. Obviously, we've been through a lot with the Doctor so far this year. We're starting to have begun to see some of the more vulnerable, emotional, volatile sides of the Doctor. We can definitely see that Billie Piper's character, that Rose, is developing a very deep, sort of nurturing relationship with him. I thought for a while there that their relationship might be romantic in nature, but I don't see that at all. I really get the sense that Rose is recognizing something in the Doctor that is sad and lonely and a lot more fragile than he likes to let on. And I think that there's a part of her that really wants to care for that in him, that aspect of him that wants to keep it safe. Sometimes we're met with these larger-than-life characters just going through our lives, and then when we realize that they are not quite as bulletproof as they seem, as they may be put on to the rest of the world, and we also realize that we are in a unique position to see that side, sort of to be exposed to that side, and the trust that comes along with that from both sides of that. I mean, it's just a really interesting dynamic between the two, and it's a really interesting relationship to sort of explore and experience. So I'm just really excited to see how they continue to grow and develop, and where that goes as we get nearer and nearer the end of the season, because we're at episode 11 now, and I'm pretty sure there's only 13, so just a couple more to go. Let's just jump into this one. Again, this is Doctor Who, episode 11 of Series 1. This is called Boomtown. No, no. Are we getting more of the body snatchers?
Leave this planet or I'll stop you.
Time, I always forget it's difficult to keep up with time in this show.
It could result in the death of millions.
Okay.
Well, goodness me. Obviously, Mr. Cleaver, you're the expert.
I know that voice.
Seems I have no choice.
Oh no, please.
Do excuse me.
But you promise you'll stop it today.
Well, of course. Nothing is more important than human life. What do you take me for? Am I right in thinking you've shown your results only to me?
Just to you.
Lie. No, you should always lie in that situation.
Thank goodness we've got you, our esteemed leader.
Like, the practicals here are actually really cool. Okay, skipping the intro once again. If that's not okay, let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it. This is what I've been told is probably the best. Boomtown by Russell T. Davies, RTD.
Who the hell are you?
What do you mean, who the hell am I? Who the hell are you?
Captain Jack Harkness. Whatever you're selling.
I forgot Jack was still there.
You look fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Look at these two. How come I never get any of that?
Buy me a drink first,
Such hard work.
but worth it.
I love the chemistry between them two.
Sounds like you're staying then.
Oh, Mickey.
So, what you doing in Cardiff, and who the hell's Jumping Jack Flash? I mean, I don't mind you hanging out with big ears up there.
Oi!
Look in the mirror. But this guy, he's kind of
Handsome.
more like cheesy.
Definitely.
Into time and space.
My God, have you seen yourself?
Quite a team.
Clever, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should take another.
Don't be bitter, Ricky.
That old lady's staring.
Probably wondering what four people could do inside a small wooden box.
That's a really good question. Did he just whatever him?
Ricky, let me tell you something about the human race. You put a mysterious blue box slap bang in the middle of town. What do? Walk past it.
Walk right by it. I mean, he's not wrong.
21st century, and the wind's coming from the...
Somebody, I think, told me that Cardiff, that it's kind of like the butt of a lot of jokes here because that's where they actually filmed the show. Is that right?
But I give you my personal guarantee that as long as I walk upon this earth, no harm will come to any of my citizens. A toast.
Her citizens. Nuclear power stations, the best I can understand, are actually really safe. As long as they're ran properly.
But the funny thing is, when you start piecing it all together, it does begin to look a bit odd.
In what way?
The deaths, the number of deaths associated with this project.
Oh, I think you're getting a little close.
But they were French. It's not my fault if danger explosives was only written in Welsh.
And then the architect?
It was raining. Visibility was low. My car simply couldn't stop.
Except before he died, Mr. Cleaver posted some of his findings online.
Uh-oh. He said he hadn't told anyone.
I think Kathy saw.
A little local color, indeed.
You and I should have a word in private.
Yeah, she's gonna kill you. This actress playing the alien creature here, she's doing an amazing job. One of the things that I like to point out, especially whenever the show is like designed to be set up to be a little bit camp, a little bit, just a little less than realistic, a little less than serious. And of course, there's aliens and sci-fi and all that, but I'm talking about the performances themselves. They are a little over the top. And I've gotten a lot of information from a lot of you guys about how it is a family show, is designed to be a little camp, of course, to be able to appeal to audiences of different ages. And they really do lean into that in this new run of the show. But one of the things that makes something like that work and really work, like for people like me who take the art form, the medium very seriously, is whenever you have actors, even in these campy roles that are a little over the top and overdone, the actor themselves still takes it incredibly seriously and still puts in a real solid, sustained effort and comes across very authentically, even in these sort of, like I said, campy roles. And she's doing an incredible job of really committing to the character, committing to the part, delivering each of these emotional beats with authenticity and sincerity and a lot of fervor, a lot of intensity. So I just wanted to point that out. I think it's really impressive. It's not always something that you absolutely have to do to get by. They could totally make a successful show. Many people have done it without that. But I personally think that's one of the things that can separate a fun TV show from a really, really strong piece of media, piece of work from a production standpoint. And they so far have been doing an incredible job, from this lady here all the way back to Rose's mom, to Mickey. These characters that are over the top, that are a little weird, a little out there. The actors themselves are really taking the role seriously and really putting a lot of humanity in it. Okay.
Cleaver was saying that the whole project could go up. Worse than Chernobyl.
That's a show I've considered checking out. Let me know if you guys want me to look at that in the future.
So, Chernobyl.
Apparently, but 1,000 times worse.
That's hard to imagine something that bad. That actually looks really good. That effect is pretty cool.
And my boyfriend thinks I'm mad.
Boyfriend?
Jeffrey.
Struck a nerve.
How about you?
No.
She sounds so sad.
If you don't mind, I might be a while. You run along. Perhaps we could do this another day.
She's gonna spare her. That was a really interesting turn, and all that voice acting was really good. You could really hear the shift in sort of her seat emotionally. She's lonely, she's sad, and she's grieving.
So I turn to him and I say, I knew we should have turned left. That's my line!
Nice. Look, this is actually kind of cool. I like seeing them all together.
I was shaking. It was unbelievable.
They got her picture.
I'll cover exit 2. Rose, you exit 3. Mickey Smith, you take exit 4.
Excuse me. Who's in charge?
Sorry, awaiting orders, sir.
Like you said, nice plan. Anything else?
I really like the chemistry, the relationship between the Doctor and Captain Jack. Poor Ricky there. Looks so out of place. Oh, nice. Captain Jack, the action hero. Okay. Comical to the end. Nice. A little Scooby-Doo-esque hijinks. Like it a lot. That's great. And she's just getting closer every time.
Fantastic.
Is that a tribophysical waveform macrokinetic
Okay, now they're just making things up.
have this energy bubble, zoom, so you're safe. Then you feed it coordinates, stand on top, and ride the concussion all the way out of the solar system.
It's a surfboard.
I'm saying, I was about to say that. Thanks, Mickey.
It would have worked. I'd have surfed away from this.
If it wasn't for you and you're just... How did I know I just made the Scooby-Doo reference, but did she really just do that? It would have worked. I'll see it. Okay. All right. That's all right. That really just caught me off guard. And it would have worked, too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
How'd you think of the name?
What? Blythe Droog? It's Welsh.
I know, but how did you think of it?
Is it Bad Wolf?
Blythe Droog.
That's the theme.
Bad Wolf.
Yep.
But I've heard that before. Bad wolf.
Couple of times. What's up with that?
2 words. Following us. Bad Wolf.
Why does it seem so sinister?
Nah, just a coincidence. Like hearing a word on the radio, then hearing it all day. Never mind. Things to do.
I don't believe him. Not even a little bit. He's lying.
According to the statutes of government, the moment I return, I am to be executed. What do you make of that, Doctor?
It's not my problem.
You take me to my death.
Not my problem.
Yeah, I'm with the Doctor on this one. That doesn't even seem super cold to me. I mean, that's a whole different world with their own laws, their own regulations and rules, and they apparently broke them in, a very serious way. Not my problem.
This extrapolator's top of the range. Where did you get it?
I don't know. Some airlock sale?
Must have been a great big heist.
She's lying again. She's got something else up her sleeve.
Since you're taking me to my death, that makes you my executioners.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. I have no sympathy for this. It doesn't bother me at all. Call me cold if you wish. I don't see any moral quandary here. You're just delivering a citizen back to their home world.
We could go have a drink. Have a pizza or something. Just you and me.
That'd be nice. Okay? Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
No.
Bars around here, we should give him a go.
Why is that really sweet? I feel bad for him.
I gather it's not always like this. Having to wait.
Oh, blah, blah. I'm over this already. She's killing this performance.
I bet you're always the first to leave, Doctor. Never mind the consequences, off you go.
But these mind games and things, I would really like to think that the Doctor's above this.
Do I get a...
Oh, she is wicked.
I wonder if you could do it. To sit with a creature you're about to kill and take supper.
But see, he's not going to kill her. And I don't like the idea that the Doctor would be prodded by that kind of low-minded manipulation.
I've got these. You both wear one. If she moves more than 10 feet away, she gets zapped by 10,000 volts.
Margaret, would you like to come out to dinner? My treat.
Dinner in bondage.
Now, I would really like to think that the Doctor would be beyond that kind of manipulation. A creature of his age with his experience, I would like to think that he's... I mean, it wouldn't work on me, and I'm not nearly as evolved.
Look, that's where I was living as Margaret. Nice little flat. Over there, on the top. Next to the one with the light on. 2 bedrooms, bayside view. I was rather content. I suppose I'll see it again.
Suppose not.
Between you and me.
As a final resort, the excess poison can be exhaled through the lungs.
That's better. Now then, what do you think? Steak looks nice.
Okay, I'm feeling a little better. I thought he was going to be easily duped, and I wasn't happy about that.
Midnight, right? We walk underneath these waves, 100 feet tall and made of ice.
I'm going out with Trisha Delaney.
Oh! How's she going to take that? She strikes me as I'm not too interested, but I don't want anybody else to have you.
Well, good for you. She's nice.
So tell us more about this planet then.
That's it, really.
I do feel bad for Mickey, in a way. And yes, I know his name's Mickey. I don't particularly like Mickey, but he's not a bad person. He seems like he has a good heart, and he really cares about Rose. But he's just not, I don't know. He's intentionally very sort of unlikable. But watching him earlier when they were having their little dinner and seeing him interact with the group, and then when he was asking Rose to go out to dinner and maybe spend the night at a hotel, he had a sincerity about him. There was this really lovely vulnerability that I really liked, and it was very endearing. It's interesting that he chose to tell her about this other girl, and it's interesting that he didn't tell her before, so that makes me think that he was maybe considering possibly not telling her at all. But I think that, hearing all these stories about these wonderful far-off places, things he could never compete with, I mean, he's kind of getting beaten over the head with it, and I don't know. I don't know what the goal of his little confession was, but I think it's interesting. And I don't think that Rose is in love with him by any stretch. And I don't think that she particularly has any particularly strong affection for him. But I don't think she's going to she strikes me as the kind of person who wouldn't mind receiving the affection and would probably be a little taken aback by it being shared with someone else. I don't think she's going to like this. She let it go pretty quickly there, but I think that's going to come back. And that's going to be an interesting little conversation because honestly, she doesn't have any ground to stand on, right? In this, he's perfectly within himself to be moving on with no indication of when she might come back, if at all. So it's going to be really interesting to see that conversation. As far as the Doctor and this creature having dinner, so far I'm really happy. I'm glad that it hasn't shifted. I I really was concerned that he was going to be duped pretty easily somehow, that she was going to get one over on him. And I really wasn't looking forward to that, because I really think that the Doctor has sort of become, like, I've developed a lot of respect for his intellect and for his sort of strategic manner and the way he's very capable. And I didn't want to see him get turned over too quickly. So I mean, I think it will probably happen. Obviously, she's got to get the upper hand at some point for the episode to be engaging. But I'm glad that it wasn't easy at any rate.
You've been in that skin suit too long. You've forgotten. There used to be a real Margaret Blaine. You killed her and stripped her and used the skin. You're pleading for mercy out of a dead woman's lips.
Perhaps I have got used to it. A human life,
no.
An ordinary life. That's all I'm asking.
This lighting and everything on the Doctor is really cool. It's not as great on her, but it looks really good on him.
So what do you want to do now?
Don't mind.
Desperately selfish.
You could ask about hotels.
She's pouting.
What would Trisha Delaney say?
Suppose.
No, like, that's for real though. What would she say?
Spanish name or
You
something.
don't even like Trisha Delaney.
Here it comes.
I know you, and I know her, and I know that's never going to happen. So who do you think you're kidding?
At least I know where she is.
It's got nothing to do with Trisha. This is all about me, isn't it?
You left me! We were nice. We were happy.
Well.
I can't even go out with a stupid girl from a shop because you pick up the phone and I come running. I mean, is that what I am, Rose? Stand by. Am I just supposed to sit here for the rest of my life waiting for you? Because I will.
I'm sorry.
That was okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. I know. I'm trying not to pause it. Come on. I have to. I gotta, guys. I'm sorry. Like, first of all, the actor, great job. And that's real. I mean, that's 100% real. I mean, I get that it's not the thing that pops into your head immediately. You don't automatically think about the other person's perspective. I mean, she's what, a 19-year-old girl, something like that. It's really easy, especially with all the stuff that she's going through, all the things that she's experiencing, to get caught up in that and forget that time is standing still for the people that you left behind. But I really like that performance. I understand where he's coming from, but I really think, Mickey, man, you need to just let it go, bro. I mean, I know it's an old phrase, but dude, she's not that into you. Like, I see where you're coming from, and I get it. She's amazing. She's beautiful and complex and intelligent, charismatic. I get it. She's all the great things. She's all the great things. But like, something I learned a long time ago is that the most important asset, the most important quality in someone that you're going to give your heart to is that they want to give theirs back. And if that's not there, none of the other stuff is enough. If that mutual exchange is not there, if that power is lopsided, then none of the other stuff is enough. So I hope that because she's not going to quit. And I don't know. Maybe he's warming up to the Doctor. Maybe the Doctor let him come along. I don't know if that would be good anyway. She's not that into him. She's just not. She wasn't at the beginning. She wasn't before she met the Doctor. And she's not now. Yeah, they were nice. They had fun, I guess. But he's a stand-in. He's been a stand-in. That's what it looked like to me from the beginning. So I really hope that he is able to use this experience and move on, move forward, and make something for himself separate from this, because he needs that. And that was a very endearing and very, very well delivered monologue. I want good things for him now, you know?
I promise you I've changed since we last met, Doctor.
You're gonna blow up the whole friggin' planet to ride home on a cosmic wave.
She's alive somewhere right now. She's walking around this city because I can change. I did change.
It doesn't mean anything. Every now and then a little victim's spared because she smiled, because he's got freckles, because they begged. And that's how you live with yourself. Because once in a while, on a whim, if the wind's in the right direction, you happen to be kind.
I love his accent.
From what I've seen, your funny little happy-go-lucky life leaves devastation.
Look at that look. Oh my God, wait, look at that look.
From what I've seen, your funny little happy-go-lucky life leaves devastation in its wake. Always moving on, because you dare not look back. And you're right, Doctor. You're absolutely right. Sometimes you let one go.
That was good. That was good. That was really good. Wow. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay. There's been a bunch of vitriol. It's intensity and all this like determination in this little monologue. And then the Doctor's eyes have been communicating really complex feelings of this like knowing, this not even realization, but just a steady knowing of the truths of it, of the way he looks at himself and the guilt he carries and his own shortcomings, his own shameful actions that he feels he's committed in the past. And it was all right there on his face, and he did an amazing job. And I was struck by that, but I wasn't going to pause it because I don't know how annoying that might be. But there's this moment here. Please watch, as this woman who's giving this monologue, and she's got this really intense. She's talking to him and she's telling him about that he's a killer too, and she can see it in him, and then all this happy-go-lucky stuff and how he puts it on and blah 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 blah. And she's got this really intense look, and then when she says "let me go," not only does she soften as she would in a play for compassion, but there's a little bit of sorrow there. There's some really interesting and very subtle things happening in her expressions. I really hope that you guys can see it. Just take a look. It's really amazing. You can see it better from this view. Just watch her eyes and that little twinge right there. Oh, right there. Look, she's almost in tears. Who is this woman? Look at that look. All of this. If I had an overlay and I could show you like the different muscles in a person's face, this is so well done, so beautiful. Like, okay, this is working. This would almost work on me. Wow.
Sometimes you let one go.
A little twinge.
Let me go.
You're right there. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
I'm not asking.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
If I'd refused, my father would have fed me to the Benham grubs. If I'm a killer, it's because I was born to kill. It's all I know. Doctor, are you even listening to me?
Can you hear that?
I'm begging for my life.
Listen, shush.
I figured she had something planned this whole time. Is this part of it?
Oh, go on then, run!
Oh, come on. Okay, Ricky. I mean, that was really well delivered, but come on. No, she knows something. This is I don't buy that this is a coincidence. She did something with that thing that when they plugged it into the TARDIS, she had it set up. She did something. What do you do?
What is it? What's happening?
Oh, just little me!
Yeah.
One wrong move and she snaps like a promise.
I might have known.
I've had you bleating all night, poor baby. Now shut it. You, flyboy.
She got me, bro. She got me. I gotta admit it. I look, it's totally earned. I'm okay with it. It's earned. I really feel like she earned it. That was really great. That was incredible.
While I ride this board over the crest of the inferno all the way to freedom. Stand back, boys. Surf's up.
Like, look at that intensity. This is what I mean.
The heart of the TARDIS. This ship's alive. You've opened its soul.
Like, it's actually alive?
Look at the light.
Okay, Jack. Good man.
Thank you.
What happened? Wait. What happened?
Here she is.
She's an egg.
Regress to her childhood.
She's an egg.
She can start again.
What? That's incredible. Whoa, really? What? I mean, that's wonderful. That's an amazing outcome. The TARDIS, man. Walk away, son. Good for you.
He's okay, he's gone.
Do you want to go and find him? We'll wait.
No need. He deserves better.
He does. But it's good on her for recognizing it, for real. How about that? Okay. All right. So that was Doctor Who, episode 11 of series 1, Boomtown. You know, I wasn't super pumped when I saw the previews that were previously on. And I knew that we were going back to the Slovene. They weren't my favorite villains, but that actress was really remarkable. And the conversations that she had with the Doctor and those extreme close-ups, the direction, the cinematography, even the score, the performances were just absolutely spectacular. I hope you guys don't mind the pauses. On YouTube, you'll be a little bit spared of that. And on Patreon, that's kind of what I do. I hope that it doesn't bother you too much, but those are the things that if I were watching this by myself, I would have stopped and replayed that. I wouldn't have explained any of it out loud, obviously, because I would have been by myself, but I would have stopped and rewatched that moment probably, at least 5-10 more times, because those are the kinds of things that really get me excited. And I just really love to sort of examine, to really look at and sort of absorb deeply. So I hope you guys don't mind. I just can't help it. It's just really exciting to me. It was beautifully performed. I really loved the resolution to that. I loved that the TARDIS, whatever it is, apparently is alive, like actually alive. And it looked into her. And from what I gathered, it's funny because it was almost a throwaway line. She talked about it right there at the end, right before everything started going wrong, about how she was a child when she was forced to kill somebody, and if she had refused, she would have been killed herself. And that's how she was brought up. That's how she was raised. So it wasn't her fault. And while she was being subversive, there was truth in that. And the TARDIS saw that, I guess, and saw that she really didn't have a chance to be anything else. That was what she was going to be, because that's what she was raised to be. And it gave her a second chance. No execution, no long-term imprisonment, no forced rehabilitation, just a chance to be born and grow and learn and experience and just be better, to have better. So that's just a really beautiful ending. The thing with Mickey, I'm kind of glad that he walked away. I really am. I know he looked angry, and he has a right to be angry. I know Rose was upset, but I think her last line was telling. He deserves better. In circumstance, I agree. He deserves somebody who will return his feelings in kind, and somebody who will be there, and somebody who'll be there. So I hope he gets that. I don't know if we'll see him anymore, but I thought that was a good moment when he saw her looking for him, and he just turned and walked away. I thought that was not a bad choice on his part, in my opinion. But yeah, all that being said, that was episode 11. I'm excited to jump to the next one. I don't know what it's called. Hold on. It looks like it is going to be called. Oh my God. We're looking at series 1, episode 12. The name of the episode is Bad Wolf. Can't wait for that. I'm really excited to find out what this whole Bad Wolf storyline is about. I don't believe the Doctor for a second when he was basically said that it was just a coincidence. I think that in that moment, maybe he didn't see any sense in worrying her, that there was nothing she could do. So why put it in her mind when he doesn't have any answers for her right now? But I don't think that he believes for a minute that it's a coincidence. There's something going on, and it's going to be massive. So I'm excited to get into that. Again, Bad Wolf next time. Thanks for watching with me. I appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, do all the things. Hit the bell icon, get notified. Thanks for all the support here on YouTube. Check us out on the Patreon. Jump over there. You'll get the full unedited reactions for this series, as well as several other TV shows and films that I've already done and will do in the future. Check us out on Discord. Come say hi. There are 7 different ways to support the channel down in the description. And for all those on Patreon who are watching me there, who have stepped up and supported the channel recently, let me know about different ways that I can offer some kind of value. I talked about it at the beginning, whether that's just exclusive content, Q&As, different kinds of things. Let me know what you would like to see on this Patreon to help provide you with just a little bit more value for your support. I do appreciate you. It means the world that you're here with me. I can't tell you how much. I can't. I have no words to express how much. So thank you once again. Please remember, as always, to be kind to each other, and most importantly, be kind to yourself.